what's going on, guys? And it's Anime One back here with another video, and today I'm here with a new kind of a thing. I'm doing another anime's sort of a what if discussion, and this is only going to be a one-part video. So yeah, and I really want to thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. I never thought that we would get here, but here we are. Really, every single one of you that has subscribed to my channel and watches my videos, likes them, comments on every single one of them, you guys are the best. Since I'm done with my rambling, let's discuss a few things first. When I mean what Luffy knew advanced Conqueror's haki at the rooftop battle, or before the rooftop battle. So since I've laid down the foundation of what's gonna happen, let's get on with our discussion. Yeah, so let's begin the video. So first thing first, Luffy needs to learn Advanced Conqueror's haki in order to use it. And what I mean by him using Advanced Conqueror's haki, before his clash with Kaido and anyone else at the rooftop, the only person that I can think of, telling Luffy about the Conqueror's haki advanced version of it, or the samurais, or up to some extent Yamato. The samurais are, of course, associated with Odin, and Odin, of course, had advanced Conqueror's haki. They, of course, saw Kaido and Odin clash, so I would guess that they have some knowledge about that. And if not, Yamato definitely has the knowledge, since she can kind of use the ability against Kaido. That is that. And if you guys haven't read the manga, well, you've already been spoiled, okay? And if you don't want to be spoiled anymore, I suggest you click off the video, but this is gonna be an interesting one, to say the least. So, in my opinion, the more likely situation is when Luffy meets Yamato. Luffy in the actual manga had learned Advanced Conqueror's haki while he got hit by one of Kaido's Advanced Conqueror's haki attack. When Yamato used the Advanced Conqueror's haki on ulti, Luffy would notice something, right? He would notice something like, oh shit, she actually defeated that bitch without having much of an effort. Meanwhile, Luffy butt-headed with the ulti and almost was overpowered at the case, so Luffy would be pretty shocked. Yamato, I think, even in the original, should have told Luffy about the Advanced Conqueror's haki. And Luffy would actually be like, oh, Advanced Conqueror's haki, what's that? And Yamato will tell him, coating your body with pretty much the Conqueror's haki and the King aura. Luffy would get to know about this as he would try to get to the rooftop as quick as possible. Whatever battles he would have done at the downstairs to get to the rooftop, he would have used his Advanced Conqueror's haki and get to know what is going on with that technique little by little. And when he gets to the rooftop, he of course punches the door. I don't think he would use Advanced Conqueror's haki to do that. In the original, he didn't even use armament haki, so I don't think he would use Advanced Conqueror's to punch a goddamn door. So once Luffy enters with Zoro, Kid, Law, and Killer, he would go in the middle and just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm here. And then again, as in the original, he'll walk past Kaido and Big Mom and just go to Kinemon. He would have the little conversation with Kinemon, and he would tell Law to transport them down. Now here is what things might get interesting. Luffy in the original used Rio and his a new attack called Red Rock to beat Kaido down. But in this version, Luffy knows how to use Advanced Conqueror's haki. And in my opinion, Luffy would use Rio and Advanced Conqueror's Haki at the same time to punch Kaido. But again, Kaido is no slouch. He would notice the Emperor's aura around Luffy's fist, and he would immediately, unlike the original way, he didn't even try to dodge the attack, would bring up his Kanabon and would try to clash with Luffy in Advanced Conqueror's Clash. And this would lead to them both clashing and making Big Mom's eyes widen first of all, since she also has Advanced Conqueror's Haki, so she would be shocked that Luffy can use it. And in my opinion, right now, Kaido would overpower Luffy in this Advanced Conqueror's Clash. At least in my opinion, he would. Luffy, don't think he's still at the level of splitting the clouds with Kaido. But I do think Luffy is at a low Yonko level at this point. So Luffy alone would fight Kaido for some time. Meanwhile, the others would try to handle Big Mom. And pretty much everything goes like as in canon. But the thing right now is Luffy doesn't use Gear 4th to beat the living shit out of Kaido. He doesn't need to, since his Advanced Conqueror's Haki is going to be more than enough to get him in the same footing as at least human form Kaido. Luffy and Kaido would clash a bit, and in my opinion, eventually they both would start getting tired out. That's when I think Kaido will enter his hybrid form and then start battling the others. And now here's what interesting thing comes. In the original, Kaido and Big Mom used a merging attack. I specifically don't remember the name. The attack is right on the screen or at the top, but Zoro blocked that attack with all that stuff. I do think that would go the same. I don't think anything would be different. But in the original, what Luffy actually happened to defeat Kaido was because he had awakened his devil fruit and he unlocked Gear 5, which gave him an immense power boost. If you guys want me to make a video on how much of a power boost did Luffy really get with Gear 5, and was Gear 5 more of a power boost than Advanced Conqueror's Haki, I'll make a video on that, but it's only if you guys want it. So yeah, Luffy again at this point is getting adapted to how to use Advanced Conquerors, and he's clashing with Kaido, and when in one of these clashes Luffy actually splits the clouds with one of his clashes with Kaido, and he tells everyone to leave Kaido up to him, and they all go downstairs. Killer fights Hawkins, Kid and Law fight Big Mom. Meanwhile, Zoro is still pretty injured because he blocked Kaido and Big Mom's fucking disastrous fucking attack. And in this, unfortunately, Zoro won't get the moment where he uses Asura and completely fucks up Kaido, and I don't think that will happen since Luffy's battling Kaido and Zoro is already pretty injured. So he would go downstairs. He would again be treated by Chopper, and he would have his fight with King. And everything goes pretty much downstairs. Everything goes pretty much the same. Now upstairs is where things start getting a little interesting. Luffy in his second round with Kaido actually lost, and even if they both were, clashing, Luffy wasn't on the equal footing. But this time, since Luffy does have a lot more experience, I do think that Luffy and Kaido would be on relatively the same level as they were on their second fight. So in the third fight, when Luffy came back with all that meat energy and was fighting Kaido, Luffy again would go on to go to Gear 4th, in my opinion, and start fighting Kaido again. which again is not gonna be enough. It took Gear 5th to beat Kaido with Advanced Conqueror's haki, so Gear 4th is not gonna make it. Luffy is, of course, gonna lose again, and I do think the moment where Momonosuke grows up to be an adult and help Luffy is gonna go pretty much the same. Luffy is gonna tell everyone with his voice of all things ability that he is not done yet, he's not dead, and everything would go as planned. Meanwhile, everything in the Gorosei conversation should go relatively the same. Nothing should change really. Gorosei would still be terrified of the thought of Luffy awakening his fucking devil fruit, and they would send one of the CP0 agents to, instead of capturing Nico Robin, go and kill fucking Maki the Luffy. He should not be allowed to live. Well, and when that happens, Luffy would go back to the rooftop at Momonosuke, and Key and Kaido would resume their battle. This time again, Luffy is a very, very, very fast learner, as we saw in all the chapters throughout the series we have seen. He learned future side better than Katakuri in like 1 or 2 chapters in the manga at least. So that's saying something. At least Luffy would again resume his battle with Kaido, and this time the battle would be much more bloody and intense because Luffy is pretty much on the same level as Kaido at this point, even with Gear 4. Gear 5th is out of question because if Luffy unlocks Gear 5th at this point, he's gonna beat Kaido. There's no way. Luffy has way more experience in Advanced Conquerors right now than he had in the original. So he would continue his clash with Kaido, but again, as they both were planning to deliver the final attacks, the CP0 agent, like a dumb fuck, would grab Luffy, distract him, and Kaido would hit him with a Kanabo. And that would, quote unquote, put Luffy in a dead-like state. Janisha would still come up to hype up Zoe Boy, and Luffy would awaken his Gear 5th. You know, the Advanced Conqueror's haki aura bursting from the ear, and Luffy would still grab Kaido and do whatever he did in the original. This time, on the other hand, the fight would be more on Luffy's side than ever in Kaido's side. Even in the original, the fight was already sort of being dominated by Luffy, but in this case, Luffy would even dominate the fight more than he did in the original, since his Advanced Conquest is just out of the roof at this point. He's probably better than Kaido at this point, because not only does the Sun God Nika fruit actually grants you Conqueror's haki to, if you have Conqueror's haki, it just boosts it to the maximum limit. Not only that, but also Luffy, who's already had quite a bit of experience with Conqueror's haki, would actually be able to control all that haki, and I do think that his haki would be above Kaido's at this point. Kaido is completely outmatched with haki, as well as with the aspect of Devil Fruit, since Luffy can literally turn into a motherfucking giant at any point and grab lightning. Pretty much he's a god at this point, right? As Gorosei said, it is the most ridiculous power in the entire One Piece universe. So that would be that. Luffy would presume in a different Luffy would presume to beat Kaido as he did in the original. Now here is where things start getting a little different. Luffy would not be as tired as he was before, right? And that simply means the party would go the same, but the thing is, Green Bull, we don't know as if right now what's happening outside of Wano, and Green Bull has hinted to us time and time again that, what's happening outside of Wano, the world government is already fed up with that shit. And he is sort of going to go after Luffy, I guess. But again, we have no idea what's happening. And not to mention that he defeated King and Queen at the same time. Granted, at least King was weakened because one of his wings were like sliced the fuck off. And that was that. And Big Mom and Kaido would, still be underground in the lava. But the interesting thing in this one would be Luffy did battle Kaido almost on a 1v1 match because of, how much Luffy was actually contending with Kaido. Zoro helping him at some point. So that was that. And because of that, I do think that Luffy's bounty would be a nice little 4 billion. Why? Because in the original, Luffy and the others really like divided their damage what they did in Kaido, especially Law. He like did a gamma knife on Kaido and fried Kaido's inside. So that was that. Luffy, on the other hand, he fought Kaido almost 1v1 against Zoro helping occasionally and the others saving Luffy's ass occasionally, but it was almost a 1v1 fight. So I would consider Gear 5th Luffy being above Kaido at this point, at least in strength. We have no idea what the Gorosei would again freak the fuck out as Mr. Morgans. But again, put the picture of Sun God Nika in Luffy's bounty poster of 4 billion berries of the man who as now is the 4th Emperor of the Sea, Luffy, Buggy, Shanks, and Blackbeard. Now for the discussion of the next arc, we really don't know since it is going to be the final arc of One Piece. If you guys didn't know about the information, the next arc after one arc is the final arc of One Piece, which I do think is going to be the final war arc and where the shit is going to go down the most. This arc is probably going to be the longest one as well, since there's so much to cover, especially Shanks' flashback, why he didn't tell Luffy that, the fruit that Luffy ate was actually the Sun God Nika fruit, not the Gomu Gomu no Mi. If it was actually the Gomu Gomu no Mi, I doubted that Shanks would go out of his way to steal the whole fruit. And that's that. What happened to the other world lords, and what's happening to Sabo, man? In the previous manga chapter, it did hinted a little bit about Sabo's case, so I'm not gonna talk much about that. But yeah, things are getting down, man. Luffy finding One Piece, his battle with Blackbeard, and the final war with the Marine. Who the fuck is Imu-sama? So many mysteries to be solved. Zoro becoming the greatest swordsman, and also not to mention Sanji finding the All Blue. What the fuck is the All Blue? Luffy finding the One Piece. There's so much more to cover. So as the story goes on, we'll see what happens, but I doubt anything will change after this point of time, except of Luffy maybe being a little stronger. That's all there's to it, but I don't know what's gonna happen in the story afterwards. This was more like a discussion, more than an actual what-if story that I make of Naruto. If you guys want your own what-ifs of One Piece or Attack on Titan, Bleach, maybe even Dragon Ball or any other anime that I have watched, just a discussion like this, I would gladly do it. All you have to do is comment down below, and yeah, that's all there's to it. So I hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Peace out.